Hi, everybody. This is Ronda Cobb, the Money Coach, and welcome to our show. Before we get into the heart of the matter, don't forget the website is rcmoneycoach.com. The email address is rcmoneycoach@gmail.com. And the company page on Facebook and LinkedIn are both Ronda Cobb, the Money Coach. So check it all out. Facebook and LinkedIn is where we put the free stuff, or, some of the free stuff. And then the website has tons of stuff. And if you want the really good free stuff, the exclusive information, invitations to events and things like that, you need to go to the website and share your email address with us. We'll put you in the newsletter. We don't send it out very often. We don't send 6 emails a day. That drives me crazy. I don't know why it doesn't drive other people crazy. But when we don't sell it or share it. So just so you know, if you put in your email address, you might get an email once a week or once a month. Nothing major. You can live with it. But in that email, you get all the good stuff. The exclusive stuff. And I'm not telling you anymore. You'll have to sign up to find out. Anyway, and thank you for listening and supporting Ronda Cobb, the Money Coach. You're awesome. And we love you. Now, in the last couple months, of course, we started doing some series which have been well received, and it's really good because we can do a little bit more in-depth with the information that we're sharing. The first series, of course, was for people that wanted to move forward with financial growth, and the next series was for people with questions about retirement. If you missed those, you can go back in and listen to them because they're podcasts. They're still there. They're still available. And this month, we're exploring the slightly uncomfortable sensation in the pit of your stomach. Yeah, that achy feeling of discontent. The reality series. The I don't really even want to look. Are you truly going to make me do that feeling? Yep, that's what we're doing. Because why? We have to. How can we keep our commitment to each other and rise up if we don't know what we're doing? If we don't know where we are, right? So this is our third show in the series. The first 2 shows, Are You Broke? And How Do I Know I Need Help from the Money Coach, are still available for download. So listen to them first, because I think it'll make a little bit more sense if you do them in order. All right? The first week, Are You Broke? I gave you pointers on information that you would need to complete the self-assessment in How Do I Know I Need the Money Coach? All right? And this week, we're going to continue on. Okay? So remember our pact to lift ourselves up? That's what we're going to do. Onward. Everyone almost knows the story of lottery winners. It goes like this in a nutshell. Person wins the lottery and they're extraordinarily happy to have this great financial windfall, and they truly believe at that moment that they are set for life. So they go out and they buy a new house and a couple new cars and new clothes and some jewelry and so on and so on and so forth. Within 2 years, statistics tell us this, within 2 years, most lottery winners are actually poorer than they were prior to the win. Well, that got me thinking, why is this? Well, I looked at it and I found out. It's because they didn't change their basic money thinking and their money spending habits. They had the money, so they spent it, just like always. Well, if you spend everything you have, how do you end up? You end up with a lot of stuff that you don't have any place to store it, but you're still in the same situation you were before. Paycheck to paycheck, kind of broke. They didn't contract with a professional money coach to enable them to make all that money last a lifetime. They forgot the role of the hefty taxes. They forgot the role of the huge guilt trips that would be laid on them from family and friends. And they forgot the key thing: planning, goal setting, budgeting. And the key question. What's the key question? Yep, you got it. Do I want it or do I need it? So I'm known for saying it's not only how much you make, it's what you do with it when you bring it home. If cash is king, don't forget, cash management is queen. So cool. I just got elevated to the status of queen. I'll take it. Laugh with me because I'm laughing at me. But seriously, if you make good money, great money, or tons of money, the end result can be the same. Either you manage it and you reach your goals, or you spend it and you do not reach your goals. Unless, of course, your goal is to live a hedonistic lifestyle and pass away bereft of funds. In which case you reach that goal if you spend everything you've got. The other issue that people who make good money have is time. Yes, time management will do you in as well. If you have good ideas, and good intentions, and good plans, you know what you need to do, but you don't have time or take time to complete the task, then, once again, the results can be less than desirable. You can still end up broke because you didn't take the time you needed to manage your money. People from every walk of life lose track of time, and they don't pay attention to properly manage their money. Very, very few people set out to purposefully wreak havoc on their money management. So, I created a couple formulas that you can follow. These are kind of fun, but they're also true. No judgment here, just help. So here you go. No money management equals broke. No time management equals chaos and hit or miss money management. No time management plus no money management equals, yes, you guessed it, broke. No time plus a coach with money management equals set. And a coach with money management equals set. All you have to do is follow it. It's pretty cool. Let me give you a couple of real life examples because there's nothing like an example to show you what we're talking about. People who make decent money, but they still ran into trouble. And in these examples, it's going to show you exactly how it happens. And it happens more often than you realize. You'd be surprised to learn that not everyone is doing a super job of cash management. Only about 1/2 of Americans have a budget. Wow. Only half. That's the commitment and the knowledge coming into play. Okay? Remember that? Yeah. Knowledge is a big deal. Okay? For example, there are people who clear well over $100,000 a year as a couple. They live in a moderate location with a very moderate sized mortgage and house payment. They each have benefits at their job and the availability of a 401k. Yet, upon review, they have over $70,000 in credit card debt, a house with a huge mortgage and a tiny little bit of equity, a credit score in the low 600s, and they're not contributing the maximum amount to their 401ks. Sadly, in this example, the couple is 60 years old, and they think they'd like to retire at 62. They have 2 cars. One is new and still making payments, and one is paid for, but it needs replaced. The house is pristine and lovely, but they have collections of this and that and the other thing, trinkets. I don't mean collectors calling to collect money for bills. They have trinkets. They travel a lot, they eat out all the time, they have premium cable, and they have nice new clothes. They're smart, they're fun to be with, and they have never had any major catastrophe. So, what is the issue? Why aren't they in better financial shape? They're living the American dream, right? They have it all. Yes, yes, and yes. The reason they're not in better financial shape is they're spending more than they make. They forgot the key question. Do I want it or do I need it? Yes, that key question. Thank you for the reminder. They're not using a budget and they don't have a long standing plan that gets adjusted as time moves forward. Eek! Slam on the brakes. This trip is going to wreck, right? Right. Could they do better? Absolutely. Yes. All right, now one more example. A single person. They're not making quite as much. They're making about 80. That's livable in most markets except the big 10 cities, maybe the big 15, right? Well, it would be if they weren't spending $600 a month on apps, games, music, etc., and driving a new car with a payment of $749 a month, and living in an apartment with rent of $1,500 a month, plus utilities. But those three expenses alone take up more than half of their bring home pay. That doesn't leave very much money for utilities, insurance, savings, entertainment, clothes, medical care, and an emergency fund. Now, does it? No, it does not. So, does this single person have the same problem as the first example? They're spending more than they make. They forgot the key question. They're not using a budget. And they don't have a long standing plan that gets adjusted as time moves forward. Are you sensing a theme of how you could make good money and still be broke? And can they do better? Yes, they could. And I keep saying those who are committed to a better life can and will move forward from broke to set. They can move from broke to set. The difference is between interest and commitment. Make a commitment. Take action. I keep saying it because it's true. Invest in your future and take action to make positive change occur. Be committed. All right, so now we've covered, am I broke? How do I know I need help from the money coach? And I make good money. Why am I broke? Next week, guess what we're going to cover? It's so good. Can I afford the money coach? That's a good question, isn't it? But this series is indeed a life changer. We've established our starting point. We examined the tough stuff. We got over the tummy ache, or we hope we did. We're almost over it. And we can formulate a plan. And then you know what happens? We can activate the plan. So this is really good stuff for everybody. But I do need to remind you, don't hesitate. Time truly is of the essence. Even though this year has been chaotic and thrown everything at us except a softball, it's pretty soon going to be over. And then you're going to want to be committed, ready, started, moving forward so that you can be set in the near future. I'm encouraging you to plan for your own revival. And you know why? Because I know you can do it. Everything you need is right there with you.